Can you see the screen? Yes. Okay. Let's continue. Just a second. Okay, so the basic construction of matrix you must know. We are having, if I am saying there is a matrix A, so it will look like A11. The first element of this matrix, we call it A11, A12, A13. Okay. Now the second row, this is the first row we are having. The second row, it's A21, A22, A23. And the third row, it will be A31, the first element of the third row. The second element of the third row, 32. Third row, second element, A33. Third row, third element. Okay, this is how we write the elements. And here this matrix is this matrix is of order 3 cross 3. This one represents the number of rows, and this one represents the number of column. Okay, so I believe this is very basic concept. You already know that. And 3 cross 3 means when we will do the multiplication, it will be 9. So you can see here we are having 9 elements, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So whenever we will be doing the multiplication of the order m cross n, we also represent it with m cross n. Okay, m cross n. Here m is 3, n is also 3. Okay, so when we will multiply this uh, like m cross n, when we will multiply the order which is given, then we will get the total number of element in the matrix. Now there is one question which says that how many possible matrices of order 2 cross 3 can be made if each element can be filled by 0 or 1. This is the question we are having. Okay, so let's solve it. So it says that how many possible matrices of order 2 cross 3. So the order of the matrix is given as 2 cross 3, which is like m cross n, where you know this, the first number m represent the number of rows, and this second number, this 3, represent the number of column. So we have to make one matrix which will be of order 2 cross 3. That means 2 rows will be there and 3 columns will be there. 1, 2. This way 2 rows will be there and 3 columns will be there. So this is the first column, this is the second column, and here we are having the third column. Okay. So like this, 3 columns are there and 2 rows are there. What the question is asking, how many possible matrices of order 2 cross 3 can be made if each element can be filled by 0 or 1. So how many elements are there in this matrix? If you understand, if you will be able to just draw this rough arrangement, then you will be able to see that 1 2 3 4 5 6 elements are there. Or if you know that m cross n also gives the number of element, so here 2 cross 3, that means 6. So obviously there will be 6 elements. Okay, now each element can be filled by 0 or 1. So here I can write 0 or I can write 1. Here also I can write 0 or I can write 1. Here also I can write 0 or I can write 1. Here also I can write 0 or I can write 1. So this is basically like a question which you have done in the permutation combination chapter, where we used to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 seats are there, or 6 vacant places are there, where each one can be filled by uh, 0 or 1. Okay, so two possibility over here, into 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 two possibility over here, and into two possibility over here. Okay, fundamental theorem of counting. Okay, so here how many total possibility? 1 2 3 4 5 6, 2 to the power 6, which is 2 to the power 5 is 32, 2 to the power 6 is 64. So total 64 possible ways are there to fill this vacant place, or total 64 possible matrices can be made. Is it clear to everyone? How many possible matrices? How many possible matrices? So we figured it out. Okay, total 64 possible matrices we can make. Is it clear? Let's continue with the next question. So the next question says construct. These are the question which we are just doing it, the first one or the second one also. These are the basic question which will be of maximum 2 marks, either 1 marks question or 2 marks question. So construct a 2 cross 2 matrix A Aij, whose element are given by Aij is equals to I plus 2j whole square by 2. Yeah, we have to make a 2 cross 2 matrix. So how it will look like? 1 2 3 4. You should know 2 cross 2 matrix. That means there will be 2 rows and 2 columns. Now the elements, this is given over here. How we will fill the element Aij? We will be able to fill by the given condition. We know in whenever we are having any matrix, here the first element we can write it as a A11. First row, first element. A12, first row, second element. Okay. Then second row, first element, second row, second element. So if you understand this arrangement, A11, A12, A21, A22, if you understand this one, then you will be able to construct a matrix. Okay. So now here we just have to find A11. A11 we have to find by doing this. Okay, it will be I plus 2j. That is, here I can see Aij format is there. Here I is also 1, j is also 1. So 1 plus 2 by 2 whole square. Okay, so in numerator we are having 3. 3 whole square is 9 over 2. So the first element we ended up getting as a 9 by 2. This one we got as a 9 by 2. Now we have to find A12 like this only. Let's do it quickly. A12. Okay. So I is 1 over here and J is 2 over here. Okay. So what we will do, what we are going to do over here. So I 1 and J is 2. That means 2 times 2 whole square over 2. Okay. So we will be having here 1 plus 4 over 2, this numerator having a square, 4 plus 1, 5 square. That means 25 over 2. So we got A12 as a 25 over 2. Just keep doing the calculation by yourself also. If I am missing anything while doing the calculation, please let me know. Okay. A21, I is 2, J is 1. So it is 2 plus 2J is there. 2 over 2 whole square. That means 4 square by 2. That means 16 by 2, 8. We got this element as 8, and similarly we'll be finding A22. Let's do it quickly. 2 plus 2 times 4, and that's a square by 2. That means 6 square, 36 by 2. That means 18. So we got this one as 18. So our matrix came A11 we got 9 by 2, A12 we got 25 by 2, A21 we got 8, and A22 we got 18. This is the 2 cross 2 matrix we have constructed according to the given condition. Okay, is it clear? Now the next concept is types of matrix. So the first one is row matrix. Next one is column matrix. After that, we are having one by one. Here only a brief discussion we'll be having. After that, we are having rectangular matrix. Then we are having a square matrix. Then we are having diagonal matrix. And yeah, let's discuss this much at first. So the first one at first, that is row matrix. So the example of row matrix can be 1, 2, 3. It will always contain one row only. Okay. And similarly, you can understand from here only, then if row matrix will contain one row only, then column matrix will contain one column only. So the example of column matrix will be 2, 3, 4, just like this one. Or we can say here the row will be 1. Okay, the order, we can represent the order of the matrix. If we are having a row matrix A, that is Aij format, here the order will be 1 cross n. Row, number of row has to be 1. Eventually the column will also come out as a 1. No, the column will not come out as a 1. Here we can see 1, 2, 3. So if we will count the column, 3 columns will be there, but the row is 1. So whatever be the number of column, number of row has to be 1. Okay, here number of column A is equals to, if we are having this format Aij, then number of column has to be 1, whatever be the number of row. Okay, so now rectangular matrix. Rectangle means we already know rectangle is having one length, one breadth. So here also rectangular matrix, if we are having a matrix here m cross n order is there, then m will not be equals to n. Okay, so it can be 3 into 2, it can be 2 into 3, it can be let's say 3 into 4, like that. Okay, for a square matrix, m will be equals to n. Okay, the format of a square matrix will be like 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. Here we are having 2 row, 2 column. Okay, 2 cross 2. So for a square matrix, m and n has to be same. What about diagonal matrix? So we know the basic representation of matrix is A11, A12, A13. This is how we can represent the elements. The next one A21, A22, A23. After that we are having A31, A32 and A33. Here the diagonal element, this diagonal element This diagonal element can be anything. Okay, non-diagonal element has to be 0. So for diagonal matrix, diagonal element can be anything, but the condition is non-diagonal element, that is this element, this element, this element, this one and this one. These are the non-diagonal element which is not coming in the diagonal element. These elements has to be 0. Diagonal element can be anything. So the example we can take as, if we are having two uh, 0, 0, 1. Here you can see diagonal elements are anything, but the non-diagonal elements are 0. Or we can say 1, 0, 0, 0. So diagonal element can be anything. It can be 0 also. If you are thinking about this one, 0, 0, 0, 0. This is also diagonal matrix. Why? Because diagonal element can be anything, but the condition is non-diagonal element has to be 0. So here we can see non-diagonal element is 0. So obviously it's a diagonal matrix. Now the next concept is, let me check. Okay, so the next concept is scalar matrix. After that we are having identity matrix, and after that, yeah, these are the kinds. Okay, so scalar matrix and identity matrix, these are the type of diagonal matrix only. Okay, so scalar matrix means, the example of a scalar matrix can be 2, 0, 0, 2. Okay, here the diagonal element will be same. Okay, the diagonal element will always be equal. That's called scalar matrix. The example can be 5, 0, 0, 0, 5, 0, 0, 0, 5. These two are the like example of scalar matrix. Now what about identity matrix? If you will focus on the name identity, that means 1. Always identity means, like, we take it as a 1 in mathematics. So identity means this is a type of diagonal matrix. Okay, so the diagonal element will be 1 and remaining has to be 0. Okay, the diagonal element will be 1 like this and remaining will be 0. Since it's a type of diagonal matrix, it is fulfilling the criteria of diagonal matrix. Non-diagonal elements are 0. Diagonal element can be anything, but the name is identity matrix over here. So diagonal element has to be 1 only. Now let's solve few questions. If a plus b is equals to 6, 5, 2, 8, find the value of a and b. Who will tell me how to find the value of a and b over here? How can we find the value of a and b from here? Anyone? Can we say the first element over here will be equals to the first element over there, that is a11 over here will be equals to a11 over there? Yes, like this we can compare it. When we are having two matrices equal with each other, the way we compare the coordinates, the way we are having when the coordinate is a comma, let's say b is equals to 2 comma 3. So we can say a is 2, b is 3. The way we can compare the coordinate when it is given like this, similarly we can compare the matrix matrices when it is given one matrix is equals to the other matrix. Okay, so we will be having a plus b is 6, will be 2 is equals to 2, it's okay, 5 is equals to 5, ab is equals to 8. From here we have to find the value of a and b. Now you will be able to solve this type of equation. Who will tell me how to solve this type of equations? What to do over here? Anyone? Anyone? How to solve this equation? A plus b is given, ab is we are having a plus b, we are having ab. What to do to solve this two quickly? Any idea? Basically we can do the substitution over here, or you can use the formula also. Okay, so basic substitution will also work. If you are saying that b is equals to 8 by a and that you are substituting over here, you will end up getting a quadratic equation, and that quadratic equation you have to solve it to find the value of a and b. Let's do it quickly. B is equals to 8 by a, that's what we are saying, so it became a we are taking as a LCM. It became a square plus 8a in the numerator is equals to 6. That will give us a square plus 8a is equals to 6. This a will go over there, 6a. So here we are getting a square. Are we doing any 8a? I have written it will not be 8a. Why no one is telling me that it will not be 8a over here? It will only be 8. So we are having a square minus 6a plus 8 is equals to 0, which is a quadratic equation which we have to solve. Okay, so we can see
One minute, sir.
what you got. A value as a
No, sorry, I was telling about splitting the middle term.
splitting the middle term, yeah. So we'll be having 4 2 times 8 and 4 and 2 making 6. So we can say minus 4 minus 2a plus 8. So it will come out as of a minus 4, a minus 2, right? A value will be 4, either 4 or 2. Now the next question here, A value is either 4 or 2. Similarly, we will be getting two B values also. When A value is 4, what is the B? When A value is 2, what is the B? Okay. So B also we have to find. If A is 4, then B is 8 by A. That means 8 by 4. That means 2. If A is 2, then B is 8 by 2. That means 4. For this question, like not only for this question, like whenever you are getting this type of question, always check that your AB, when you are doing A into B, we are having two pairs of AB. Okay, one A value, one B value, and then another A value, another B value. Whenever you are having such question, check it after doing the multiplication of AB. Are you getting 8 or not? Or maybe after adding A and A plus B, are you getting 6 or not? Accordingly, we will choose the pair. Now, if I am not making any sense, if it is not clear what exactly I am telling, let me take one example. So, the same type of question we are having 2x plus 1, and here we are having 0, 3y, y square minus 5y, and here we are having is equals to x plus 3, 0, y square plus 2, and minus 6. So what we do when equality sign is there, we compare the terms. So 2x plus 1 is equals to x plus 3. This is how we do the comparison. Here we'll be able to solve this equation and we will be able to get the value of x. As you can see, we can shift x over there. It will be 2x minus x, that is only x, and we will just shift 1 over here. So 3 minus 1 it will become, so x value we got 2. Okay, quickly I'm doing because this type of equation is like it's very simple equation. You will also be able to do it quickly. Now the next comparison we'll be doing, that is 3y is equals to y square plus 2. Okay, here you can see we are getting quadratic equation y square minus 3y plus 2 is equals to 0. Splitting the middle term, 2 1 times 2, so I can see my 2y minus y is making minus 3y. Let's find the value. So y minus 2 and y minus 1 is equals to 0. So y value is either 2 or 1. Now I am saying that please check it by doing y square minus 5y is equals to minus 6 you are getting or not. So what we have got, y value is 2. We have also got y value as a 1. Now from the matrix only we are getting y square minus 5y is equals to minus 6. So this y value when you will substitute over here, are we going to get minus 6 or not? That we have to check. So if we will substitute 2 over here, 2 square minus 5 into 2. So it will be 4 minus
Yes,
5. Yes, we are getting minus 6. What about this one? Y square minus 5y. Is it like
no,
when we will substitute it, will it give minus 6?
no, ma'am.
It will not give minus 6. So maybe in the option we have to mark y value as a 2 only because it is satisfying the given like when whatever condition we are having according to the matrix, this value is only satisfying that. So y value is 2, x value is 2. That will be the correct option if MCQ question is there. Okay. So this is how we have to check it also. That whatever, if we are getting possible cases, either this or that, then we have to come to, like if this is like 2 marks question, then you can leave your answer like this only. And if there is an MCQ question where specifically we have to check, then definitely we'll be checking. And yeah, for 2 marks question also, please check it. Okay, will not uh, give any chance to deduct the marks. So check it and show it. This is the pair, x value this and y value this is the exact answer. Now the next question is, okay, the next concept is operation on matrices. So this is how you always learn any chapter in mathematics. Like when you have learned 1 2 3 4 in the very like smaller class, then you have learned the numbers 1 2 3 for the counting number, then you have learned the operations on that, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. When you have learned the fractional number, the decimal number, again you started learning the operation, that is addition, subtraction, how to do the addition of fractional number, how to do the subtraction of fractional number, the multiplication and division. So always whenever we learn any concept in mathematics, then we go to the operation part also, how to do the operation now. Operation means addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So here also we learn the basic concept of matrices, how the elements are arranged, what order means what. These things, these are the very basic thing we have learned about it. Now we'll be seeing the operation on that. So how to add two matrices, how to multiply two matrices, how to subtract two matrices. So suppose we are having A matrix as 1 2 3 4 and B matrix as 4 5 6 7 8 9, just a basic one. Then A plus B we have to find. Okay, here let me write the order. Here the order of the matrix is m into n, number of row into number of column, 2 row and 2 column. Here we have to write m cross n, number of row, number of column, which must be given in the question itself. So I can see 2 rows are there and 3 columns are there. Okay. So we can, is it possible to add these two matrix? Anyone? Can we do A plus B? What will be A plus B?
No, ma'am.
Yeah.
Like we can't add them, right?
Yeah, we can't add them. So for adding the matrices, what should be the condition? Both the matrices must be of same order.
Same order.
Okay. Yeah, same order must be there. Then only if 2 cross 2 is there, then one more matrix we must be having 2 cross 2 only. Then only it is possible to add the first element with the first element, second element over here from the first row with the second element over there. So both the order has to be same. If we are having A matrix as a 1, 2, 3, 4 and B the same 5, 6, 7, 8. Now here you can see both the order 2 cross 2, 2 cross 2. Orders are same. Now it is possible to add them. So addition, I know that you already know the concept of addition, which is very basic concept. Here we just have to take this element we have to add both of them, and that will be the first element of A plus B matrix. Okay, but you should also know that for addition, both the matrix has to be must be having same order. Okay, if both the matrix are not of same order, then addition is not possible. So we can write 1 plus 5 over here, we can write 2 plus 6 over here, we can write 3 plus 7 over here, and we can write 8 plus 4 over here, and then we will add it, and that will be A plus B. Let's move to the next concept. Now addition of matrix is commutative. Okay, A plus B will always be equals to B plus A. So while solving any of the question in future, instead of A plus B, we can write B plus A because both will give the same result. It's commutative property holds for addition. Okay, and if you get confused with the word, you can see commutative means B will commute to A's place and A will commute to B's place, and still it will be true, it will be valid. Okay, associativity will also be true for matrix. So if we are having A plus B plus C, or if you are doing A plus B plus C, still will be getting the same result. However, it will not be true for subtraction. For subtraction, A minus B and B minus A will not be same. It will not be same always. Okay, so addition is commutative, addition is associative, but we can't say the same for subtraction. So this type of MCQ question you can get. Okay, matrix addition is commutative or not, or maybe the true false question. If so, this type of 1 mark question you can expect. Now the next concept over here is multiplication of matrix, which is the most important concept and on which only we are going to work a lot. So multiplication of matrices. Now let me know here, everyone knows no how to do the multiplication of matrices, like rows to column, row to column,
Yes,
columns
sir.
to yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know that, right? Everyone, anyone who doesn't know how to do the multiplication or just get confused while doing the multiplication.
Ma'am, it's row into columns, right?
It's row into column, row to column. Let's take one example and let's move ahead. Quickly we'll be doing, because I believe you all are aware of the rule which we have to follow while doing the multiplication. So if we are having A matrix 1 2 4 1, and there is B matrix 1 3, order over here is 2 cross 2, order over here is 2 cross 1. Yeah, if we have to find A cross B, how we'll be doing so? Yes, tell me what will be the elements in A cross B? Anyone?
You can tell.
So this one we will multiply with first row we are going to pick at first. Okay. And the column, first column. Row to column. This is how we do the multiplication. Now we will be multiplying the first, this first element with the first element, 1 into 1. Okay. Then this 2 with 3 plus 2 into 3, right? This is how we do the multiplication.
Yes, sir.
Now there is one more row, so the second row element we will be having now. So there is no other column, so that we can go ahead and we can find this element. There is no other column, so that like the first row, first column, then the first row, second column, first row, third column. This is how we will be doing the multiplication, and this is how we will keep on getting the element which I have just kept on the screen as a fill in the blank. Okay, so here we don't have any other column, so we can't go ahead. Now we have to go to the second row. When we are moving to second row, we will be getting element over here in this blank. So second row, first element with the same column, we have to do the multiplication. So 4 into 1 plus 1 into 3. So this like these two elements will be there only. So 1 into 1 1 plus 3 into 2 6. So 1 plus 6 will be 7. 4 into 1 will be 4 and 3 into 1 will be 3. So 7. So this is the multiplication between A and B. A cross B will be 7 7 like this. A column matrix we are getting over here. Is it clear to everyone? Any confusion over here? The whole matrix chapter is based on this multiplication only now. Like different types of question can come in exam based on this concept only. So the multiplication should be clear to you, not the basic one where we are having 3 cross 3 matrix, or we are having like here also 2 cross 2, there also 2 cross 2, we are doing the multiplication. This is the scenario where like most of the student get confused when they are having just one column, when they have to multiply with what just a row matrix, then the confusion arises. So is it clear? Is it clear to
Yes,
everyone?
sir.
Okay, let's move ahead. Scalar multiplication. So whenever we have to multiply any scalar, like any number, if we are having a as, let's say 1 2 3 4, and if we have to multiply k with a, k is just a scalar, then k we have to multiply with the given matrix 1 2 3 4. So result will be this k will get multiplied with each and every term. So it will become k into 1, 2k, 3k, 4k. And similarly, we can take out the common also. Okay. Now the diagonal matrix. Few questions based on diagonal matrix. So the question says, if A is equals to diagonal matrix 1 minus 1 2, and B is equals to diagonal matrix 2, just a second now. 2, 3, minus 1. Find A plus B and 3A plus 4B. Yeah. Uh, just a second. Uh, One example I want to take over here before solving this one. Suppose we are having a matrix A which is 2, 4, 1, 3, and we are having another matrix B which is 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's find A cross B. Can like anyone from here tell me what will be A cross B? What is A cross B?
It's like not the correct order there.
Okay, it's not possible exactly. So whenever we have to find A cross B, then this one and this one has to be same. Then and only then we can do the multiplication. The multiplication will be only possible when this two sky highlighted number, like in the order, will be same. Okay, otherwise the multiplication will not be possible. So previously we have done the multiplication. You can see over here this one and this one was same, and that's why we have done the multiplication and we ended up getting the answer also. Here if you will try to do the multiplication, it will not be possible. Okay, let's get back to our question. So the diagonal matrix is given as A 1 minus 1 2. B is also given. We have to find A plus B, and we also have to find 3A plus 4B. How to do so? What is the meaning of diagonal matrix 1 minus 1 2? So you should understand that the diagonal elements are these elements and remaining elements are 0 over there. Okay, that's why it is, if even if it's written like this 1 minus 1 2, the diagonal elements are 1 minus 1 2. Here the remaining element is 0. Here 0, here 0, here 0, 0, 0. Okay, this is how we are having the matrix. That's the meaning of this 1 minus 1 2. 1 1 minus 1 2. So only if diagonal elements are given, we must understand this is how the construction will be there. For the other one, this is how the construction will be there. However, without writing the whole construction, we can add them. We can, if we are having here, there is one concept which says that if there is a diagonal matrix, let's say diagonal matrix ABC, and if there is another diagonal matrix which is diagonal matrix DEF, then A plus B will be A plus D, B plus E, C plus F. Okay, we are just adding the corresponding elements. Similarly, if we have to find A minus B, same we will be finding A minus D, B minus E, C minus F. After arranging it also, you will end up getting the same answer. Okay, so without arranging also, we can do the addition, we can do the subtraction, we can also do the multiplication, and we can do multiplication with a scalar also. So A into B will be A, like the first element over here will get multiplied with first element, so it will be AD BE CF. You know, whenever we do the multiplication, the process is quite bigger, that row to column, then we end up getting each and every element of the matrix. But when we are having diagonal matrix, this is how we can say about the multiplication, because over there the remaining elements are 0. Now Ka will be So it will be K into A, K into B, and K into C. This is how we will be getting the arrangement. So similarly, if we have to find A plus B, we are not going to arrange the diagonal matrix A, arrange the diagonal matrix B, and then we will be adding. We can directly say it will be 1 plus 2 minus 1 minus plus 3 and 2 minus 1. That means 3, 3 minus 1, 2, and 2 minus 1, 1. Is it okay?
Yes.
3a plus 4b. Now this 3a, now only we have discussed k into a, we can find very easily. K into b also we can find. So instead of k, we are having 3 over here. Instead of k, we are having 4 over here. So basically we will be multiplying 3 with the diagonal matrix A. 1 minus 1, 2. And we will be multiplying 4 with diagonal matrix 2, 3 minus 1. Once we will be done with the multiplication, then we will add both of them. So the first matrix, this will be 3, then 3 with minus 1, minus 3, then 3 with 2, 6. Other one will be 8, 12, and minus 4. Now we can do the addition easily, right? Let me check the next concept over here. Now if the question is, let A is equals to 2 minus 1, 3, 4. B is equals to 5, 2, 7, 4. And C is equals to 2, 5, 3, 8. Find a matrix D such that CD minus AB is equals to 0. AB you can see over here, C you can see over here. We have to take one D. We have to find a matrix D so that this condition will be valid. CD minus AB is equals to 0. That will be valid. How can we do so? So AB means A. This is 2 cross 2. B is also 2 cross 2. Now we also have to do the multiplication of a matrix C with a matrix D. Okay, we have to do the multiplication. Now C we already know it is 2, 5, 3, 8. We have to take just by ourselves, we have to assume a matrix D. Okay, since we are going to do the multiplication, and now only we have discussed that for doing the multiplication here, this 2 must be equals to the first, the number of rows over there. Here the number of column must be equals to the number of rows over there. So the number of row over there has to be 2 only. Okay, what about the number of column? So since
It
when
should
we will,
also be equal.
yeah, that will,
It should also be equal, right?
yeah, it will be 2 only, because when we will multiply A with B, the matrix A with matrix B, A into B when we will do, the result will come out as a 2 cross 2 matrix. Okay, CD minus AB is equals to 0 means CD is equals to AB. So when you will focus on AB, you will get 2 cross 2 matrix. That means CD also has to be 2 cross 2 only. That's why here 2 into 2 will be had. Okay, so accordingly we will assume A, B, C, D are the element over here. Now we have to do the multiplication both side, and we have to compare both side to get the value of A, B, C and D. This question I am leaving for you. Okay, you have to do it by yourself. So you have to do it by yourself, okay? If you want to note down the question, please
Yes,
note
sir.
down. Please note it down. There is a matrix A, there is a matrix B, there is a matrix C. We have to find D such that CD minus AB is equals to 0, which means CD is equals to AB. We are assuming D a 2 cross 2 matrix. Why a 2 cross 2? Because we have to do the multiplication where there the number of column must be equals to number of row for D. So, and we can see AB means the result of A into B will be 2 cross 2. So here also the result